Coming to you from the beautiful state of New Jersey, with your hosts, Russell Hasenauer, Jason Allentoff, and Jonathan Tuckerman. It's Hey Killer Live!
It's like I thought all you did was sit down.
Exactly.
Guys, the mic is on and very loud. I know you're hamming it up over there. I didn't even get the camera on in time, and it went
Hamming
black
it up.
there.
I was just laughing because of when Tuck was sitting there waiting for a table.
No, you.
Are we on?
Yeah, we're supposed. Oh, it's because that thing has a long. Yeah, there it is. Hi.
We're here.
God, Jason, you probably blew everybody's ears out with
What are you
that.
talking about? No,
Yeah,
that was
turn the
funny
volume down
because
there. What was?
Well, when we were the last time we did the show,
Yeah.
and we went to Applebee's afterwards, we had to wait like 15 minutes for a table. So we walk in, give the name, the whole thing. Tuck goes to sit down, and you hear crunch like, and he goes, oh, like that's all you hear. So, and I think a lady sat down next to you, and you were like just sitting there making noise. I'm like, was that your bones? It just kind of turned.
His poor bones.
His poor bones.
His poor old bones. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We're back. This is starting to feel like an every 3-week thing now, huh? So you know when that would make the next one?
When? January?
December 27th, I think. So between Christmas and New Year's, you guys up for that?
We should do a New Year's show at my house.
No, let's just enjoy the New Year without having to broadcast during it, please.
Like the 2009 Happy New Year, when I got a fire poker up my...
I actually thought of a sequel
Did you
the other
really?
day, and I was like, shit, we don't have a lot of time, and it's the 10-year anniversary coming up.
Oh, wow.
This
Because that was
10
Happy New
years?
Year 2009. you know?
Holy nightmare.
So let's make sure everything
Trying
looks
to
and
be more
sounds good.
PG
All right.
with language.
Is it cold there? Yes, it is. Hi, James. I'm cold enough. Actually, it's starting to get warm, but
You know what?
it was cold enough outside.
It's actually colder in here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think?
No,
Wait, then outside?
Well, no.
Or you meant than the rest of the house? I was like, wait a minute.
No, it's actually colder in here than normal.
Then normally, it's actually nice. You can breathe a little bit better.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This is true.
So also a big hello to Jim Rudy, to Red-Bearded Joe, to Vise, who hasn't seen us in ages. I remember that name, man. It has been a while.
Isn't it?
Vise, V-I-E-S. That name sounds very familiar. Sorry 209.
No, sorry.
Nathan Sample, hello. How you doing? Jason Allentoff
Who's
is
that?
in the chat. Chris W. 443. Hi. Elon Weinstock was in. Clinton Simmons, if you're still there. And hello, everybody.
Yeah, a couple of people were kind of impatient.
Yeah, it's you guys sound good and we can see you. Good. Yes. Part of why we went on late is because even though I was set up, I was like, look, we need lights, so we don't have another one of those dim.
I was against it.
Yeah, you just don't want to be seen.
This is true.
Well, you know what,
if I did an audio podcast, maybe.
I've prided myself
The
to
puppet.
always be behind the scenes
Well, the
with everything.
puppet could sit in for you.
It's true.
Or you could just lay under the table and go like this.
It's,
You
uh,
could?
That'd be way too uncomfortable. I need to hire someone.
So now it's all about comfort. So you can't
It's
have it both
always
ways.
about comfort.
You either want to be seen or not. You either want to be comfortable or
I
you
never
don't.
want to be seen.
Well, that's not good.
That's why I always
That's pretty
change my. That's why I always change my Facebook picture now.
Huh. To what?
It's I don't know, something else.
It's not
I don't
you.
even know. It's kind of me.
So when we have National Jonathan Tuckerman Day, we have more pictures on. Of
Oh
you
my
than
god!
you
You know what? I love. That's probably one of the best things ever. You guys can look it up. I mean, it's been happening for how many years now?
do. It's going on 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, jump in on it. You'll notice if you follow.
Well,
Russell
I probably
or
won't have
anything
Facebook by next year.
It's-
I'm
Really?
trying to get rid of it. Yeah.
else. Yeah.
I mean, look, I'll probably keep
Let's
it just
talk
for
about
messaging.
that tonight.
Yeah. I just
Let's
don't
talk about
I
that,
don't
though.
use it. I don't like it. Anytime Facebook comes up in the news, it just makes me angry.
Well, I'll just
So
talk about it now then.
Okay.
If I didn't need it for work, I'd be off of it already.
Yeah.
Because I'm finding myself entering that moment again where I write something and I post it and then I end up a couple of hours later deleting it. It happened a couple of times this week.
I
and
just-
it wasn't about politics, believe it or not. It was about Baby It's Cold Outside, and it was about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer being attacked.
Oh, you're just going to piss everybody off now. What'd you do it for?
I couldn't help myself.
Think.
It was so upsetting. It was so upsetting.
Make your Facebook private so you're the only one who sees everything you post.
Then why don't
And
I
they'll be
just
very
not
happy.
use it? It's easier.
There you go.
Well, I have to use it for work, but I'm trying to just post BS, like
Yeah.
parting gifts on old shows and stuff like
Nah,
that.
I just like it to keep track of birthdays and
Well, I just got tagged in something, and I haven't done it yet, but it's like just the image of the 10 most influential movies in your life or whatever. Post it and share it to 10 other people, some chain letter thing. So I'm going to do it eventually, but I just haven't had a chance to breathe.
Understood.
Timothy Fraley in Filmland Studios, hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Welcome back, guys. So, today, one of the things I want to talk about, when we first started doing the show again, I didn't know how many times we were going to do it, if we were going to stick with it, but this is our, 4th or 5th since coming back?
Has it really?
Something like that.
I would say we're probably more regular.
1, 2, 3. So yeah, this is our 4th show since we started doing this again.
Wow, that's commitment.
And we've basically done it every 3 weeks, like I mentioned before.
Every 3-week process.
I doubt we could ever get on a point where we're doing it every week, just for gas prices and just time when it comes to your work, my work, and your naps.
Yep.
That you had, he had a nap.
Because you're off on Fridays, aren't you? So what'd you do?
Important.
Sleep all day?
It
got in the way of the napping.
Why did you need to sleep all day if you went to sleep last night? I don't understand.
It's just what happens when there's. I'm in
You don't have
mode.
children. What do you mean you're in a relaxing
I'm in
mode?
relaxing mode. I was up late last night, and today was just, kind of did my thing. I slept.
What does that mean exactly? Well, why would you want to take a day off from working? Sleep. Why don't you do something more productive, more fun, like go eat something or something? Why don't you go on an eating spree, or go shop, or go eat pretzels at the mall? I don't know.
So we've already established that I don't want to be seen. So me going to Target on Sunday was just a big thing to do, and I had to go back.
But today is not Sunday.
No. But see, I don't do any of that stuff. I miss the days of when the food stores were 24 hours. So I would go at 11:30 midnight, and I would be one of 10 people who thought the same way that I thought. It's like, okay, I see you, you see me. There's no eye contact. We do our thing, and we all stand on line together.
At the grocery store?
Fuck yeah.
You would do shopping at midnight?
When I had to go, yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty early. I used to go at 2 a.m. when I could.
Why don't you just go order a shop right from home or a Peapod or
well,
whatever?
back then that stuff didn't exist.
Well, I'm talking about now.
Oh, now?
If you don't want to be seen, you don't want to go to the store, and you can't shop at midnight anymore. Now you can shop from the comfort of your pajamas from your laptop.
There's something about that.
What?
I don't know, man.
What the hell are you talking about? It saves you the time. You go, you put a couple of things in.
I
want this food.
It had
the
nothing
truck
to do.
shows up. The man comes in with the bags.
I don't want him in my
house. He
house.
puts them on the counter for you. He does everything but eat the food for you.
It's you know what? It's I'm not lazy. That's the other thing too. I just don't want to be
much sense.
But I don't want to deal with.
So you don't want to
people.
be seen. You don't want to go to the store when they're open and busy. But then you don't want to have convenience of not having to even get out of your underwear and just your pajamas.
Are you kidding me? I have no shame. I show up in the shorts that I fucking sleep in. And I wear my little slipper.
Not at midnight though. They're not open.
Anytime I want.
All right. I'm just trying to make your life easier. But then you're telling me that you're sleeping all day on your day off. How is that productive? Don't you have to work tomorrow?
Yeah.
Isn't that depressing? You spend a whole day sleeping?
But Thursday, I accomplished everything that I needed to do on Thursday.
What the hell does that mean?
It's Thursday. That's
Wait,
the
so
day
you're
that
off
I run
Thursdays too?
Yeah,
so you're off Thursdays and Fridays.
My weekend is Thursdays and Fridays. So there you have it. I do all my stuff Thursday, or I'll do it Wednesday night.
What stuff? What do you have to do?
I have to.
What do you have to do?
Listen, father. Listen, father of two.
Besides paying the bills, what do you have to do?
Pay the bills
and go to work. But on your days off, what do you have to do? What's so important? Catching up on movies and shows.
I gotta go to the bank. I gotta go.
Having the ability to take a crap without interruption.
That's very important, actually. That's even better than taking a nap.
Hey, Narwhal. I didn't want to interrupt,
How about this? You don't worry about my life. You worry about yours, buddy.
Shit, you gonna take that?
Yeah. I think I'm too tired.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
I'm too tired to argue.
But
you don't worry about me.
Yeah.
You worry about you.
Let him live his life.
Don't worry about my
Speaking
schedule.
of worrying about you,
you
had some complaints.
What?
Just about life in general. When we talked about doing another episode, since then you have brought up things that have frustrated you. The other day you acted like you were having such a bad day and you guys wouldn't believe it, in such a way as to imply that your bad day was far worse than anything we could have possibly experienced.
Yes, well, my kids have been sick, and my wife, for like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have kids and a wife.
We missed Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, literally, my wife made Thanksgiving dinner, and my daughter didn't want to eat because she wasn't feeling good. And we couldn't go to my parents' house. We couldn't do anything. It was a terrible, terrible, terrible time. And my son got sick again. He was sick yesterday. He's sick today. It's just been sick. Everybody's been sick.
That does suck.
And I just want everybody to feel better. No, it's beyond that. I even said to my daughter, do you guys sit around eating boogers in school all day? How do you guys get sick all the time? Do you cover your noses? What?
Wouldn't that strengthen their immune system?
I don't think so. But it's like, even today, we were there. She was like getting an award today. She was getting an award today.
River or whatever.
She was getting an award today, and we're sitting there, and I'm hearing all these kids cough and sneeze. Like, we're in a room, auditorium, and nobody's covering their mouth. Nobody's covering their coughs. And I'm like, oh, great, everybody's going to get sick again.
Mm-hmm.
It happens.
Could be worse. You could live in Lakewood.
True.
That whole measles thing.
Yeah, which was more news today.
I'm sure.
Where
can people read about that story, by the way?
JerseyShoreOnline.com.
Hey, even I read the
Did you bring me a
post.
water bottle?
No, I didn't.
Damn it. I gave mine away.
Next time.
Somebody...
Even I read that post, actually. So, thank you.
Was it posted in your neighborhood's forum?
It was, actually. Of course it was.
Yeah. We are everywhere.
You are everywhere.
All right. Well, I'm kind of mellow now.
Okay.
Very good.
I guess. I don't know.
Even before the show, there were some... you weren't thrilled being called out for being late?
Well, yeah, it's like, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I'm never late for anything.
Yeah, and then...
And I'm running a tad late.
Happens,
you tell me, I'm going to probably be like 20 minutes late. I'm like, all right, I'll probably be late too, and your freaking car's all cozy in the parking lot here.
Oh, are you getting angry at me now?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
You're saying you're a TikTok. The times.
I was talking about the whole chat thing.
What chat?
Is that really?
Oh, that.
Yeah, because that.
Well, you know what? I'm going to just say this, guys. We're giving you free entertainment tonight.
Yeah.
And you're going to bitch about the timing. It's funny because we never were on time ever, and I'd always be tapping my toes, saying, "Come on, guys, plug in the mics and let's go." And now I finally get it. I understand. There's lighting equipment and there's stuff to hook up. And we're giving you free.
I think for years we've...
and we're not even getting... Hold on a minute. We're not even getting click-through money anymore. We're not getting... This is free. We don't even get AdSense money. We don't get YouTube money.
We get a few cents.
We get nothing.
We get a couple, like a dollar maybe every few months.
If you want your cut. Me that.
You want your cut?
I donate my cut to him for the gas.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, for the gas. Yeah, just keep it.
No, I think over the years, it's perhaps a lot of things that I've been involved in, and
well, if we go to Fridays, I have the Stripes card.
Have been very
free chips.
That's good. But I always sort of cultivated an audience that enjoys ball busting and giving you shit for things, and I feel like maybe now at this point, as the years have passed and gotten older, that I'm like, not crazy about that anymore. Shouldn't have done that. Advice to any younger people who are trying to get out there on the internet. No, it seems funny when you're young, but don't let that shit just go, because then it turns into a cesspool like some other channels I was involved in.
Devil wants a refund.
He's got it, as far as I'm concerned. No, if anything, he's one of the mods at the moment.
A mod? What the hell does that mean?
That means he's there to make sure nothing's, if like somebody comes in and wants to...
Is that why there's a wrench next to his name?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How does that work? You assign a mod?
Yeah.
Oh, and you talk to him before the show?
Oh no, it's permanent. So like if I do it on one show, he's there for it's like that for the rest.
So he has a little fun, what is it, a wrench?
Yeah. What do you want? Do you want a wrench?
It'd be nice to have.
Your name is up there. Hang on, let me see if I can see.
How do I get a wrench?
Let's see.
That's a great
There's
still
Jason.
frame.
What the hell is that?
It is.
Oh God, take a screenshot.
I paused it from before. All right.
That's a great still frame.
Jason, you're now a moderator.
All right, what does that mean?
It means you get a wrench.
Does that mean I get a wrench and a bell or something? The bell goes off, right? What the fuck is that? Look at that! I look like a chipmunk. We gotta put something. Can you do something with that?
Yeah, I can display. Hang on, display capture. Just so
what the hell is that?
Hang on.
When was I sitting there like that?
That's pretty funny.
Move that out of the way. There he is.
Yeah, what was I saying? I was probably picking up my water bottle.
No, you were doing something like that, you know.
No, so, that's what never mind, I was going to say something else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
There we go.
I like that. That's pretty good. Oh, mercy.
Yeah, so, and yeah, Narwhal, sorry. Yeah. Jason means he's a tool. Well, you know, that's one way you could look at it. But no, Narwhal does a great job. He's moderated for me over
I've got to say that
during the Mixer days and now on Twitch. And he does his own streaming. Narwhal Devil, that name that you see right there, you can see him live on Twitch some days, losing his mind. Twitch.tv/Narwhal Devil. See, he gets advertised as payment for his moderating. So,
very powerful wrench.
Yes. So let's talk about, if we're going to keep doing this show.
Are we? Do you want to?
Yeah.
What is this about?
You turn that light a little toward us.
You want me to move the whole light or turn the
thing? It's weird. It's like, oh, because the wire's pulling it that way. No wonder.
Is that better?
Ah, it's even brighter.
Okay,
Perfect.
So right there?
Yeah, it's good. So, Horror Beauty Effects, hello. What's up? I see her all the time on, also commented on our streams. I know, or not streams, the edited stuff over on the Chad and Russ channel. Another thing to watch, youtube.com/Chad and Russ. Somebody, Vise, I know you haven't been around in a while. If you do want to watch Chad, though he is not here for this show, he has his own platform, twitch.tv/Chad, why not? You guys can watch him there.
Are we frozen? Because someone said...
Yeah, we might be frozen. Oh, Jason, did you... great.
So wait, I'm sitting there with my hands folded?
Yeah, that's what the show's going to look like for the rest of the show.
Oh, come on.
All right, hang on. I'm going to try to fix that.
What the heck?
There we go. We're back. See? Everything's fine. We're really small and up in the corner. But hey, there we go. See?
We grew.
Although we're lower res now, aren't we?
Because in one shot I'm like this, and then...
What happened? Yeah. Am I stepping on something over here? Nah, it should be alright. No, I'm clear.
No, you didn't hit anything. That's just a driver issue. Let me make this one thing smaller, and I'm going to try and bring it back now to the other one so that we don't look like crap. But see, this is one of those things I want to fix. I don't really... Like, if we're going to keep doing this show, I don't want it to... I mean, this is just a thing that happens. But I don't want it to look and sound like shit. I want to actually put some effort in. So, like, this camera, it's fine. But as you can see, problems come up. Like, yeah, okay, I switched back to the old one. It still doesn't work.
What camera is that? The one
that you... Yeah, the one you see right up there. Now it's green.
So wait a minute. So we're... Hello? Testing?
Yeah, now it's back to that. So we get low-res us today. Isn't that nice? Don't know why. Just a thing that happens. But see, this is why I want to start upgrading things. Like,
well, what happened though? Isn't it on your broadband? Who's watching all your internet stuff?
No, this is not. That's a hardware issue. What thing?
Was that the wrench?
It was my phone.
No. You better not. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
You better not look at it, because you have other text messages that you still need to reply to.
I responded to everything today.
Did you
good.
Now? Did you now?
In between my nappies, my nappy poos.
Bastard.
That's right.
So part of bringing the lights in and such is because I want it to look better. But I have okay. Somebody brings up the cam link. Nathan Sample bringing up the cam link. It's a thing I have at home, so I can actually just plug my DSLR in, and we can use that as our camera in the future.
Okay.
So that's one thing I'd like to do.
Sure.
I'd like to bring back having microphones for all of us. As nice as having that in the middle, like how easy that is to set up. It's still kind of a pain in the ass, and that stand is
then the mixing board and all that stuff.
I don't need a mixing board, necessarily.
Well, then how would you mix all the audio inputs?
Well, now I have other things. Like I have a Tascam recorder that can work as its own little mixer that the mics go straight into. It's easier. It's smaller.
Oh, okay.
It's more compact.
Oh, you're the engineer of the show.
Yeah, but God, I fucking... You ever read some comments and you just go like, fuck them.
What happened?
I just do. I get aggravated lately.
I like this. You're getting cranky.
I know.
It's so great.
I know. I hit a point earlier this year. I don't know what did it.
It's age.
Where I just get fucking... Yeah, you know what? That's absolutely what it is.
Oh, by did I tell you that it was good that I didn't go to the Chiller Theater Convention because it ended up being evacuated? So Robert Wagner and Jill St. John and all the cast from Good Times and everything, they all had to go to the parking lot for most of the show. It was like
it makes them sound like they got more easily accessible.
There was a gas leak during the show, and the bomb threat or something. They all ended up in the parking lot. So I would have driven all the way up to North Jersey for no reason.
That would have been amazing.
If you crazy bastard in the parking lot. Hey, could you sign this?
we're having an emergency shutdown here. Sir, can you please back away?
Does this mean the pictures are free now because we're in the lot instead of being inside in front of a nice, tarp, the backdrop? Those things are really. I want to get one of those things.
Yeah.
Well, the big
the backdrop where you see at a movie premiere with the stuff where everybody stands in front of one of those cool things. I want one of those. I don't know why. Just stick it in my office.
Jason, I'm about to make you disappear.
Really? You have chroma key on there?
No, I froze this up again. But I want to try and just make the camera work again, so it doesn't look so awful. No, it's fine.
Well,
where are you going?
It could be this.
Where are you going?
Why are you playing with the wires?
No, it's not that, because if the other thing still works, it's fine. There we go. See, we're back, and we're in huge, because now that the other one had to be up-resed so much. Let's make ourselves smaller.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
Well, fucking huge.
So sorry to 09.
What the hell's going on?
Well, because the other window...
Where's the camera? Is it that thing?
Yeah, of course. Give me 1 second.
So what are you doing?
Fit the screen. There we go. See?
Hey, look, we're back.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry to 09 asking if I'm going to reunite with Griffin in the future. I haven't spoken to him in a long... Actually, last year was around the time that I last spoke to him.
Did you see he ran the New York City Marathon?
Yeah. He
did the whole marathon. It was like 900 miles.
He's a running machine.
I didn't know.
When I went out to Austin with him back in 2013 when we did that South by Southwest thing.
Yeah.
We would be out till like midnight, 1 a.m. going to sleep. I'd be like, oh my god, I have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and it would be like every night.
Yeah.
He'd be like, oh hey, I got up at 5 o'clock and I went and ran however many miles. He is a running machine.
Griffin.
And he was
the day before the marathon. He posted this video of the route, and it was like, oh my god. It's like, go to the Verrazano Bridge, go through Brooklyn, go back over this bridge, get into New York City, go into Queens. I'm like, holy cow, they're going to do this whole thing? Mm-hmm. And I think he did the whole thing. Maybe he just runs on sriracha sauce. I have no idea how he does that. No idea.
So the thing with Griffin is like, I'll watch his, I'll watch and listen to his podcast. Hey Indie Filmmakers, hey.film, I think is where you can find it at. And he's fantastic. It's a great show, right? And I watch Griffin do things, and I look at the differences between the kinds of comments and responses he gets, and the ones that I get, and it's just like
they're kinder to him.
Yeah, a bit. And it's just less ball busty and fucking like.
Yeah, why is that?
I don't know, because
why are we such easy targets?
It's really it's just anything I get involved. It's because I've been involved with a lot of other things over the years that I think draw that kind of reaction. Especially the last few years that I'm still getting very bitter about.
Like Corner Pocket Productions?
What? Corner Pocket? No, that goes back a long ways. That's what gets you bitter.
Oh, well, all that work, and then it's like, we're just not going to do this.
that's a whole fucking thing.
We're just not going to do this. And then Arthur.
Yeah, oh well.
Hey, it's almost the anniversary coming up.
Oh my god, you're right. It's going to be the 10th. It's going to be the 9-year anniversary?
We started it. I think we actually technically started it already. Something
December 09 was that's when we were shooting that.
Something showed up. What showed up?
No, on my memory feed.
Oh.
Yeah,
was it my Facebook memory feed. Like Cranberries, which also closed?
No, I think the first day of shooting was either yesterday or the day before.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because I think was that 2008?
It was 09.
Oh, it was 09.
09, I think.
It was 09. Wow. And since it's been 9 years, should we do a 9-year anniversary? We finally just tell all the stories from that shoot that we've kept pretty secret for the most part. We've told some things, but we never went fully into it.
I don't remember every detail of everything. Do you really?
Tuck remembers some, I'm sure.
I remember a good chunk.
You still have the recording?
Remember
somewhere?
Some of it. Remember the angriest you've ever...
That is one thing I regret we ever did.
Recording it or talking to him?
Recording.
Out of all of my close friends, no one has seen me angrier than Tuck.
That was a fun night.
He was there the night I walked in and started, and I just lost my shit.
Where were we? We were
at Arthur's house.
And you were still living with me at the time.
Yeah, well, it was the we still had the rear the guest house area or whatever. Yeah,
we were in like somebody's bedroom, and you just fucking unloaded on me. And there's people outside,
and I was unloading about them to him, not on. I wasn't like complaining. Yeah,
that's the job of a producer. You gotta take it from time to time.
And I just remember pointing, and going, ah, and like screaming. Because I have a really long... I think that may be one of my other issues, that I have a very long fuse when it comes to, like, finally losing my shit. But that's changing now as I get older.
Yeah, the fuse is starting to get smaller.
Because there's people who...
the piping for the fuse is cut in half
itself.
now.
Yeah, there's people who have been watching me.
Dynamite's gotten bigger and the fuse has gotten smaller.
The little oh Jesus! Yeah, that's what happens.
But especially I spent like a 4 or 5 year period just allowing people to be shitty to me.
Yeah,
and
finally
during some of the shittiest years of my life, after we both Christine and I lost our jobs at the end of 2013. Had to move out, move in with in-laws and everything. And during those years, I just had a shitty attitude about myself, and I just sort of let people shit all over me. It's a mistake to do that, Jason.
Yeah,
because then people think they can talk to you a certain way after a certain amount of time. So, now I have a shorter fuse. And I would like
understand. You do understand. We do have to get Chad involved on this entire conversation as well.
Oh, if we're gonna do the okay,
we would have to get Chris. We can have
no. We'll tell our 3 sides of it.
No. I was gonna say. So we can do a one-sided telling. That could be the title. A one-sided telling. What was the name of the project?
Closing time.
Yeah, a one-sided telling of our experiences of the set of Closing Time. There you go. It's a bit long.
Oh, you want to do that?
Drawn out.
But can we do a show where we just talk about that next time? Like when we come back between the holidays, because it will have been.
I have to think about all the things. I'm starting to remember things like when his mother called me, and she was so nasty to me, and she's like, "You have to come and get your stuff."
Yeah.
I want it out of my house. So it's like. Okay, well, I was just fired from a production that I wasn't getting paid for because I told him that he has to make sure that Jimmy signs the papers.
And you were right. The location thing you were absolutely right about.
And for the insurance purposes. All right, yeah, let's talk about that another time.
That's why. That's going to be a good one. Next time we do a show, if we just get... Because we'll tell our sides of it.
It's amazing that when you bring it up that all the memories start rushing through. I remember his wife sitting in the other room. Well, I think she was in the car.
Oh, complaining about him.
Oh, that's something else.
Giving us dental advice because she was a dental student.
Yeah, she was reading about teeth. All right, let's move on for now. That's funny.
Yes, God, we're gonna do that next time. But it has, honestly, it has to be told with the 3 of us first because we were on one side of the. I think
we weren't on the glamorous.
We were on the production side. No, Chad was on the acting side, and Chad had a very different experience in that movie. I think we should tell our thing first, and then we'll have him on in the future to tell his part.
Let's do a documentary.
Well, that's what I'd rather do.
Let's do a documentary.
Do you still have all the footage and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless it's on... I think it's on like a hard drive that broke somewhere. Like, seriously, like it broke. All the footage is gone.
Yeah, that alone was... That's it. That's how you describe it. The hard drive broke. All the footage is lost.
It was bad. It was so bad. But yes, so like when we come back next show we do will be the last one this year. When we come back next year, yes.
Wasn't there a scene in the bar where I guess something happened where he dropped a plate of dishes and they did the scene like 15 times in different areas. And all I remember is him cleaning. Yeah, he was cleaning it up to reset, and it's like all the dishes are broken. Like, I'm thinking, like, there's now pieces and this is not going to match. And I'm telling you, and you're like...
I'm logging footage.
You're upstairs. And I'm like, oh, my God. Like, all the memories are rushing back. All right, let's do this next time. All right.
We should do it next year, because next year will be the 10-year anniversary.
Next year. Okay. Well, we could.
Yeah. We'll do that.
I just remember trying to get a cell signal by his house in Whiting. God. There was no cell signal at all.
It was
horrible.
It was a rough time. One of the coldest winters ever that we've had in this area, too. That didn't help.
But I will say, probably one of the best experiences was when we had all the extras. That was probably...
There were good moments.
That was probably the coolest fucking
You weren't there.
No.
that was the coolest thing.
Do you remember what my part of that was? Do you remember that?
Making sure we were able to
Make sure not only that we could shoot, because they were not happy, but also the release forms. Every extra had to sign one.
Mm-hmm. That was the easy part.
Yeah, but Arthur was like, oh, they do? Yeah? And I gave him my book of contracts. Remember, I had that Mark Litwack's book of contracts.
And you sent me. I said, Jason, you're working.
Here's the book.
Of working.
You were laughed at and you were mocked for suggesting, guys, you need to get them the location and sign this paperwork so that you can actually
so you can legally be here.
Yeah. And never got signed. Okay, Jason. And guess what happened after the first night of shooting there?
Yeah.
You can't shoot here anymore. And then we went to that stupid lodge in the middle of nowhere, and it was like, all right, well, let's just shoot here, and we'll pretend like it's another room, even though it was a bar that was in one giant room. There were no hallways. There was no... it was one.
Right, we got to move on because we're actually doing the show next time now. So
we have questions coming in. I've been letting them build up. Let me go up a bit in here. It started with the whole that Griffin question, which is a great one. Honestly, I think it's on me. I gotta reach out to Griffin. Last time he reached out to me back when I first wanted to do stuff again, which I guess was like last year, and then that took a little while to happen. And then so I should reach out, see how he's doing. For a while, he was always overseas. That was the hardest part because he was going to other countries to teach about film. He was going to countries you'd be like, wow, that's like
a world traveler. Isn't it? It's so nice.
You wouldn't expect to ever get to go to, and he would get to go to them and talk to them about
film. You want a Griffin heckler? You got it. Griffin. Remember that?
Yeah, but then everybody just laugh at you because he's like the nicest guy everybody loves.
I know. There was no point in just...
He has the most pleasant voice he has
everything all together.
You've ever heard. So it's...
He's got everything all together. He's got a documentary out in the street. He's got a podcast.
Yeah.
He has facial hair that comes in correctly.
Shouldn't...
You know that... Someone said to me today
I believe
at work...
me. I can relate to not having that.
Someone said to me today at work, oh, you're letting this grow? I said, no, I'm just lazy as fuck. And I don't feel like
shaving. You should let it grow. It's better with the beard.
I don't know. Then it gets all itchy and stuff. But it comes in patches. And sometimes it's gray, sometimes it's yellow.
I can grow hair on this side of my cheek, not that side. It's only like neck here.
Yeah, that's
so
freaking weird.
It sucks.
I don't get it.
But you know what? Don't be angry at people.
Still the still frame?
Why change it?
Because it looks
don't
like I'm
be angry at
chipmunk.
people because they succeed at things, Jason.
No, it's not.
He deserves
you know
everything.
what it is? It's not anger, and it's not even envy. I can't tell you.
It's
what
envy.
It is. No, you know
it's
what
not jealousy though.
No, it's not. No, you know.
As Homer Simpson taught us.
It's not. You want to talk about this? This is a good idea. It's not jealousy, and it's not envy, and it's not. I don't wish harm or anything like that.
Right.
It's almost. You know where it comes from? It's like I worked damn hard in school.
Who says he didn't?
That's an overall
Wait a minute.
complaint.
I worked hard in school. I felt like I did all the right things. I felt like, I could have been a contender. I felt like, what did I do differently that they did that I just don't know? No, it's more about pinpointing where I went wrong. That's
you did not go wrong. You have a home, you have a wife, you have kids, you're able to support it. You manage.
When I see all these people out in California making movies, and making it big, people I went to school with, people
you're
I
just
had
talking
lunch
about
with.
movies.
I know your problem.
No, in general,
you are doing fine in life. Life is more important.
You know what the problem is?
What is the problem?
I have the perfect answer for
you. I
don't
feel like I'm lazy.
It has nothing to do with that. It's the state that you live in.
That doesn't help.
Yes, it does. You know why? Look at all the people that are either out in California. Where did they all come from?
Well, the people I know from this area.
Well, not only that, but
they
a lot of
south.
Exactly, a lot of people in the middle of the country where nothing was accessible. Yeah. We had all the accessibilities growing up, living in New Jersey or in New York, on the East Coast, Florida. It doesn't matter. A lot of people, they all from the middle of the country. They're the ones that they were exposed to all this stuff. Oh, absolutely, should have gone to LA.
Yeah.
Talk about accessibility.
Remember when we almost did?
Mm-hmm. I can't even.
That's a whole other thing.
I can't even go here with you right now because I'm just seeing.
But Jason, here's the thing: you're bitter
Hold
about.
on a minute. No, accessibility was living in the bedroom next door. Accessibility, okay? Accessibility. Your name, that resume, those posters in that.
Just making sure you don't knock the camera or mic out.
Those posters in that living room. You're talking about accessibility.
Yeah.
Shame on you. Right?
Hey, Jason.
Shame on you.
Jason, shame on you.
Exactly.
And I say this because
you are angry. I would have gotten your ass in shape.
You are angry about not succeeding at your filmmaking dream.
Yeah, it was a nice dream.
Same here. Also, I don't have. You are doing fine on the life side of things.
No, I know. I'm not saying that. There's just something. There's a piece missing, and I don't know what the piece. I don't know what I'm looking
do you
for.
feel like maybe you didn't make a big enough attempt at it? And it's
I
that sort of what could have been.
I gave up too easily.
Because I think maybe the most important thing, if I was ever going to do another video, when I tried to keep doing Indie Mogul style videos, they actually did all right. The stuff I done on the channel. And I wish I could have continued doing them on a regular basis. But the one video, if I was to come back and do one more, it would be that the the thing nobody tells you because they don't want to tell you. I'm sure you'll find somebody somewhere, but you never hear it from somebody who's successful. Is that you might fail and be a complete fucking failure at this entire thing, and you could do everything right. You could do good in school. You could do all the things you're supposed to do. You could meet all the people you're supposed to meet. Yeah. At the end of it, you can absolutely fail.
Yeah, okay. Well, I knew that.
Yeah, my father told me that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Nobody likes to talk about that.
Don't look at me, man.
And you know what? You know that, and yet you still went, I went to school. I did this. None of that
I think it's part of that aging process. Like, kind of like what we talked about when you get lazy and you don't...
You're reminiscing.
You want to do something, but then you're like, oh, I'm not driving up.
Like, the shame on you all from our beauty effects. You should just be like, what the fuck did I
do? No, you know what it is? I don't even know what it is. I'm not saying that I'm not happy. I'm not saying that I'm miserable. I am proud of my accomplishments. I do feel like I've accomplished something. I want to be one of those people who can go and... You know those little liquor cabinets? You know the ones that it's like...
yeah, keep talking.
Yeah.
Is there whiskey in these liquor cabinets?
You know, like, it's not even a cabinet. You know,
the little shooters.
You know in those shows or those movies where there's like a tray...
Okay.
And it's in the corner of the room and sometimes it's on a rolling cart and there's alcohol and drinks and there's like an ice bucket there and little, you know, the clippers to serve the ice. I want one of those in the living room. I want to not have to worry about where the money's coming from. I want to be able to go buy a sandwich without having to look and say, all right, well, if I buy a sandwich, can I make the mortgage payment? Or if I buy a sandwich, will my son have to use diapers or will he have to go, you know, on the floor? Like, it's like the comforts of life with a little tray with ice cubes. Like, I guess I'm looking for more of that ease. Like these idiots on YouTube who sit there all day opening up packages of toys that my kids play with.
That's
Did
the
you
number
ever
one.
See Cookie Swirl C? It's this stupid YouTube channel. This woman with her long fingernails. All she does is play with toys. She gets 1 million views in 1 hour. It's the most ridiculous thing. Never seen anything like it before. Okay, so it's like, explain to me, where did I go wrong?
Jason,
what did I do wrong? Should I have stayed in school later? Like, should I have taken that other class? Did I major in something wrong? Should I have been a lawyer? I probably should have been an attorney.
I actually thought of that afterwards. I'm like, shit, I should have gone to law school.
Right?
This is turned into life coaching.
Yeah.
There. So
Jason.
Well, what did we say tonight? We were going to discuss about the tooling of the process.
Yes.
And what did we call the first episode? Remember, you said it. This is therapy. This has turned into therapy.
Yeah, it's therapy.
Well, this is good because doing this show to some degree should be, you know, like we don't get to see each other all in person as much anymore. It should be getting things out like this, and
it's
cathartic to do this.
Which is why when people are nitpicking about the timing,
and
it's upsetting.
And that's why, and that's honestly why I don't like it. Whereas some people that I've worked with in the past did, for whatever their own miserable reasons. Whereas just like, I like doing this, and I like doing this show with the two of you because it's fun. We get to like, it's even when it gets negative, like it kind of is now. It's cathartic. It's good to get out.
Well, I wouldn't say it's negative. I think it's kind of like the imagining, the imagining, the what if imagining.
But that's just life.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Life sucks.
Like, you're sitting there. You're sitting there wondering, I missed the train, but how did I miss it?
Yeah, because I thought I was right on the station to get
all
on
this from Sorry to a Nine's question. We have more questions to get to. I'm just pointing that out.
And I'm gonna solidify this for you right now.
Okay.
So about roughly around it's what year were we in? We're in 2018, so maybe about like 10 years ago, somewhere around there. I felt when I came back from California, and when all of the Next New Network stuff was starting to come up, you and Chad...
When we did the Dread Theater thing?
But right around that time.
That's the early days,
with the very early days of where this office was Immortal Dog Productions at one point.
That's true.
Yes.
You got the big supercomputer.
The big supercomputer.
That you way overpaid for, by the way. Now that I know these things.
Yes. But anywho, but back then, it was like, okay, this is... We are on the dock getting ready to jump on the boat. And we were going to jump on with Next New Networks. It was a brand new thing. No one knew about it. YouTube was barely a thing. And, you know, we had Justin Johnson, who we were like, oh, that's okay. Whatever he tells us to do, we're going to do it. You know, and because that's what we thought that was the key to success. And then for whatever reason, the train left, and we were just sitting there at the dock. And I thought about this for years, and I was like, how did we miss it? What could have we done differently then?
Were you waiting for a train or a boat? Because you said the dock.
Train or a boat.
So one of us got on the boat, one of us got on the train.
And this is something I kind of came to some sort of peace about when it comes to
I'm at peace about it, but back then it was
only more recently. Like
what, last week?
Like the way you are?
Yeah.
No, like within the last year.
Yeah.
Actually, probably early this year. It's around the time certain things started changing with the channels I associated myself with.
Sure.
And, well, I'm just saying, I don't really feel that way anymore because I do kind of feel like we gave it a good shot. Could we have done more? Probably. But we didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
You know? Like, we tried. And, obviously, there's still some people out there who are watching, and I'm very thankful.
Like, it would have been great to know that Matt Lauer was a Fink before we went and saw him, and maybe we could have done something to say, you're not going to have a job soon.
Gotten some money out of it.
Right?
We know all about that button, sir.
Those
would have worked great. But that's what I'm saying.
Or Kevin Spacey.
But
same thing. Why are we associated with his problem?
You, by the way.
Yeah.
You made a movie. You did more, I think, than we did.
I know.
We never got through making a feature film.
I don't know.
So
we did a fun little short film.
Yeah. We did a lot of fun short films. I loved them. But you should feel better about
I do. I do.
It's the same thing with me.
Like Cal Penn and David Iserson. And it's, you know, all these people.
They kept
Cal
at
Penn's
it.
pretty great.
They kept at it. That's the difference.
Yes.
It's the same thing. See, me, I took more pride in music than I did with the filmmaking stuff. But I always felt for me that the movie making process was more of a shot just because of my father and everything. Being honest.
That's why I was screaming at you earlier.
Yes, of course.
Did you realize that?
Yes, I'm fully
If
aware.
I had met you 10 years earlier, I would have said, oh, well, I'd like to meet your father. Let's have a discussion. We would have had lunch. Maybe we would have figured something
just
out.
like how you took me out to lunch like a week before I moved out to California.
Yeah.
And you were pretty much, what are your intentions with Russell and Chad?
I need to hear more about that.
Did I say that? What are your intentions?
It was pretty damn close.
That's funny.
I never knew about this. Hang on, that's
you knew about the lunch. It was at Applebee's in Howell.
Maybe I forgot.
And I told you, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself in the door, and I'm going to fucking pull everybody in the door if I can.
Yeah.
Remember that was exactly what I was going to do.
And look,
and I did that.
Yeah, connections may not be what they once were, or opportunities might not be what they once were, but they're not zero.
No,
still
absolutely
try.
not.
And some things I want to get to in questions
I
here.
still every now and again talk to my old boss.
Yeah.
Every now and again. You never know. I'm still waiting for that script.
Quick question that came in, and I'll answer it quick while plugging the next time we do a show. So we'll aim for December 27th, I believe it is. We're not wrapping up. I'm just saying 28th. It's December 28th. Not wrapping up, just letting you know while answering the question. Nathan Sample asked, or said, I'm not fully sure what recording they're talking about. I think it was back during closing time. We worked on a feature film, an attempted feature film in 2009. We'll talk all about it. You'll hear all the info next time. Next time when we come back. 9-year reunion.
We've been teasing this for like 6
Maybe we
7
saved
years.
the big one with Chad and Chris for 10 years. We'll just do we'll wait an extra year on that.
Funny.
Nathan Sample, Russ had the same experience and alone. Eventually you got to stand firm and let people know they can't push you around. Yeah. And I had wildly different reactions from the people I told that to. That's for sure. Okay, let's go down and find another question here. Blah, blah, blah. What are the plans for 2019? Anything worth mentioning? I guess when it comes to film stuff.
Whatever comes out in the movie theater.
I hope. For any, because what are plans, not what we want to see.
Well,
that's another question.
I'm continuing the Jason Allen Talk show,
which we're going to watch a few episodes of again today.
Which I enjoy doing them. They're stupid. They're funny. They're fun to make. It's a hobby. It's something other than me working. So I'll keep that going for now. If you have ideas, I mean, I already have like 4 episodes in the can that I just have to put together. I have all this footage. Yeah.
You know what you need to do? And I thought of it when you dropped 2 episodes back to back.
Gotta wait. Don't do it back.
No, the reason was because someone had threatened to leak the second one before I posted it.
What? Who's gonna leak it?
The mother of the kid in the video.
Oh.
She wanted to share it on her Facebook page. I had to send it to her for approval first, and she's like, "I'm going to share this." I said, "No, let me post it, and I'll send you the link."
Well,
so then she shared the link, but I did get a lot of views on it. So, and I have been putting stuff on Instagram too.
Start picking one time and day a week that you put it out.
I was putting them
out
on
Thursday.
Thursday.
Her, like, oh, that's the schedule.
I was putting them on Thursdays.
Okay, good.
But
I was gonna say
the one thing I just put 2 episodes up the same day.
But as far as any plans go, I've given up being like, this is the year I'm gonna do this. I just want to get back to doing anything. I've been talking to, like, that's why with the Blind Panda guys still get together. Last few times we met, we were like, fuck it, you want to just start shooting things like we used to? Instead of just trying to write something longer. It's like, we have the bones for something to write. I could do it whenever. And now that that's there, like a script that I could write, maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. We're just going to go back to shooting stuff. I can use my time on Twitch, because I try to stream a bunch of times a week, to just edit. People can watch. That's all I want to do. I just want to do anything. I'll do anything before I start making plans for anything bigger. Just one fucking video thing.
I'm still waiting for that feature script.
I'll send you a feature script tomorrow. Just stay up all night. I'll fucking write whatever stream of consciousness comes. Nah, the day may come, but that's why I don't want to tell you, oh, this or that anymore. Because it's not going to come if I do that. Mm-hmm. I just want to make something.
I've been waiting for
many years.
11 years.
Is that how long it's been since the...
It's since I came back from
Billy
California.
days? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember Billy and I wrote a pretty good one together that the studio didn't take. Butterfly Effect Zero.
Oh yeah, we could talk about that experience. That would be primarily me, because you guys were across the country for that one.
Hey, I wrote that with Billy.
Yeah, I know.
It was the two of us mainly. So.
No, I know. I'm telling you, Russell, I'm telling you, that script was the idea, because it wasn't the script. You overdid a treatment, and it was funny. Because,
really felt like, okay.
No, it was really fun. You have no idea how close it was.
Should have happened.
Well,
I think it was Butterfly Effect 3. It was terrible.
Whatever it was, whatever the reason being, they went. You know what it was? What happened?
Horror Beauty Effects has commented, full bushy beard sitting right across from Russ and Jason as they bitch about not being able to grow one. Yeah, Tuck didn't need to join in on that one. He's
just sat back.
He's doing great.
This is This is just.
But yeah, okay. So the short version is that
the short version.
They wanted a treatment.
The short version. No. They love the idea. To me, they went with the safer route.
Myself and Billy, our old writing partner, we wrote a treatment for a prequel to Butterfly Effect because it was thrown out there as an idea that they knew I might want to do. And we did it for free. And we were just like, we made it about Ashton Kutcher's father's character, who's briefly in the first one.
But it was called Butterfly Effect Zero.
Yeah, that was the trend at the time, to call prequels Zero. And you know what?
Title.
It was a really, really good
It was a great
treatment.
idea. And I told you, Chris even came to me and says, this is a really good idea. Keep with them. You never know.
Well, there you go. You could be like, hey, remember 12 years ago when you said keep with them? Well, I got one of them.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay,
I would. You know what? I would never work with Billy ever again.
It's a shame too, because I really liked him. Even when he was a shit, I liked him.
Yeah, it was.
Jason, you are a product of the system that perpetuates the myth that everyone can be successful in the same measure. Get a good education, get a good job, get a house partner, and kids with a dog, says James John Bow. And you know what? You had all those things. You still do, except the dog. That's sadly, or Rip Ernie.
At least for now. When my daughter stops beating up on her brother, we'll probably get a pet.
Then she can beat up on the pet.
Well, that's why we're trying to avoid that.
Don't do it.
Yeah, wait longer than you think you need to.
Don't get the pet. Get a goldfish first.
DJ D317.
We had a fish.
Really? Oh yeah. What happened? I haven't been there in 2 years.
She had a fish.
Bombi?
Yep, Bombi. And
that was its name.
I went to clean the fish's bowl.
Oops.
And the fish jumped into the garbage disposal.
It's so sad.
It's not funny. The fish jumped into the garbage disposal, and I tried to rescue him, and I couldn't get him out of there.
Flip the switch.
No, I didn't flip the switch. He went into the sink. This was really traumatic.
Wait, why was the garbage disposal on?
It wasn't on. It was in the sink. It's built into the sink.
I think you baited the fish.
But wait, did it get disposed of, or was it just fall?
That's where the story becomes more tragic.
Oh no!
You want to know the story? I was cleaning the bowl.
It bounced off the switch.
I was cleaning the bowl. No, it didn't bounce off the
That's
switch.
so bad. I don't like that I said that. Continue. I hate myself for saying that.
Are you going to take this tragically and seriously?
What would you?
I was cleaning the bowl, which I had done many, many times before. And when I was moving the net over to move him into the fresh water, he jumped out of the net and went down into the sink. Into the garbage disposal, because it's built into the sink.
Wasn't on.
No, it wasn't on. So I started sticking my hand in there trying to rescue the fish. Stop laughing!
That's fine. I had to reach down into our garbage disposal.
I'm trying to pull the fish out.
You know, it happens.
I'm trying to pull the fish out, and I can't find it. It's gone. It's completely gone.
Oh,
so
okay.
My daughter was like, "Where'd the fish go?" And I said,
"Give it a fighting chance and put the water on."
I did put the sink water on.
Oh.
To see if it would come out of the... It was dead.
So at least it died as a fish does when out of water.
My daughter asked what happened, and I said, Bombi went to join his family. He went down the pipe to go out into the ocean. She was upset. And,
with Nemo.
And Bombi was the fish's name. And then...
Bombi is
She was fine by the next day. Like, it was really completely fine. I wasn't
That's
fine.
good.
But the thing that was the worst was later that evening, I had to go do something in the kitchen. I don't know why. I had the flashlight on my phone.
He turned on the garbage disposal.
No,
he would have been dead. He would have been dead.
So like, right? I happened for some reason.
I'm sorry.
You're a real asshole about this.
I'm not happy about this.
Listen.
Continue.
So
he made sushi.
You are a heartless asshole. How about that? So, for some reason, I think because with my kids with the light, if the kitchen light's on, they'll wake up. If it's under the door, they see the light. So I had my flashlight. Stop laughing at me! Let me tell the story. You want to hear the story?
Just tell us through the laughter.
I have a big house. The kitchen. The light in the kitchen. If the kitchen light is under the door, and the kids' room is right by the door. So if the light on in the kitchen, you can see it fills the room. So for whatever reason, I had to go into the kitchen with my flashlight on my phone, and I happened to notice inside the sink. I looked inside the sink with the flashlight, and the fish was right there. I probably could have rescued him. So obviously now he's not alive anymore, so I felt horrible about it.
And then the disposal.
Well, it's in a disposal. It's possible that he... You said you ran water, right? Maybe he rose to the surface later. Right?
It's possible.
Oh, Jason. Bombi was such a good fish. I liked Bombi. I saw him multiple times. I mean, what's the life... You had that thing a while. What's the life expectancy on a fish?
The fish actually lived for over a year and a half. It was a betta fish, or whatever they call it.
Maybe it was old and it wanted to go. It's just like,
That's why he jumped out of the bowl.
Free me from this 6-inch by 3-inch hell. However small it was.
That fish had a good bowl.
Did he? You really should have a big aquarium. Give him room. He was lonely.
I'm crying.
He was looking for friends.
I feel bad. My daughter was so sad.
For a day. Less than a day.
Well, yeah, immediately she was asking for other pets. She was like, can I get a gerbil and stuff? But no.
Could you imagine the gerbil fell into the garbage disposal?
Oh, God, then we got a bigger problem. Jason's reaching down there trying to get it, just keeps biting him.
Well, I was going to say that the fish bowl had like a little tree.
He had a tree. You can't say Bombi didn't have a good life. This is so sad.
What else would you buy for a fish?
A little castle.
We read that paint to come off the
God. I'm back further on these comments, but I gotta see what people are saying now. Hang on. Don't look. Ready? Did you try using fish sticks to get them out? That's from James. Narwhal. Okay, from Narwhal. He went to join its family in their garbage disposal. That's good. Horror Beauty Effects thinks this story should be a kid's book.
Oh wait, we got the next Bambi.
Bambi. Very important.
I shit myself. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm crying here. What I was trying to say was that we read that the castle, the paint that was on the castle would shorten his life.
Oh, come on. They must sell ones that don't have paint on them.
So we try to keep him as comfortable as possible. Oh
Jason, just stay there. I gotta get a picture of you right now.
Why? No, that's so close.
No, I'll hang on. I'm just waiting for it to come up. This thing's old and slow now. It's like Bambi was coming. Oh, come on, phone.
Your phone just died.
You just died? Oh, get your phone out.
Oh, Jesus.
We got a good picture here.
A picture of what?
Oh, wait, no, it didn't. It's just slow.
Lying about the fucking fish.
Yeah. Your face is amazing right now. Your eyes, they're so red.
It's a cat.
Hang on, look at the camera.
No, this is bad. No, two cameras.
We're getting
Look
shots.
Look at the camera.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, there's a good one.
Perfect.
Okay. All right.
We'll have to share those pictures.
No. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
So that's what happened to the fish. So
That's a
this
great
really
story.
was a
Lead
long-
painted castle from China, probably.
You should have got chopsticks. You would have gotten them out.
All right, let me look for. I was further back in the comments.
It
I'm
was
looking
like
what
for.
the hell were we
rules
talking
inside
about?
the. Well, you mentioned something about pets. I think from that.
Oh yeah,
post.
don't get the pets. This is clearly why you don't get pets.
Okay, there's some people who are wondering. I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna let you get a breather.
Thanks.
Some people who may not. I've talked about it plenty, but since making Angel the City, but I've talked about it plenty. The reason why I would still like. Sorry, 209 asked about it.
Segue.
I'd like to. No. I'm just giving you a breather.
From fish sticks.
I'd like to do it one day, but the story that because I wrote out a lot. Actually, if I was to take all my little hand-scrawled things, which I found again the other day, and just handed them to you, I guess it would be a treatment for a series. But I looked at it, I'm like, you can't make this unless you have a huge budget. Like, it couldn't be done anymore on just an indie level. That's why I didn't make it. But I would still love to if I ever one day happen to succeed at these things. I have it on well, what's your next project? Funny you ask, I've got this treatment scribbled on a bunch of old pieces of notebook paper.
I want a screenplay 105 to 120 pages long. That's what I want.
Okay, let's do it.
That's what I need.
There you go. That's what we'll do. And all next year, it'll be Tuck on the show going, give me a script. Show me the script. Then maybe one day you'll tune in and he'll be like, Russ gave me a script. But probably not. But maybe. So, you gotta stick around to find out. Let's see. What else? Chris Whitmer from earlier. Oh, real quick. DJD317 said, would love to work with you, Jason, Tuck, and Russ. Hey, if we ever are actually doing anything, this would be the show where we'll talk about it. So we'll put the word out if we need help. Chris W443 also earlier when you were talking about your issues.
If we need help.
Yeah.
That's funny that you would
Sounds
word
like
it that way. You didn't see it on the show.
If the day
We
comes.
need help.
LOL sounds like me wishing he could do more narrative or commercial work, but trapped in sports. But then again, he can't complain much considering the sports networks he works for. Chris has done very well for himself. You think back to the days like years ago, he's been around since the livestream.com days.
Oh, wow.
And it's been fun to... Chris, I gotta say, it's been fun after, 6, 7 years? I guess it's been about 6 years since we started doing the livestream.com shows. Just to have seen how far you've gone in your career. So congrats on all the success. He shoots... cameraman for sports events like WNBA games and amongst other things.
Neat.
Yeah, that's been cool. Quentin Simmons, have a good script. Shoot it guerrilla style like Robert Townsend did with Hollywood Shuffle, then promote the hell out of it. I would love to shoot a movie that way. Do you know, there's a thing, how I always liked to try and minimize the amount of gear we were bringing everywhere, because I liked that sort of small, just have a camera and a mic. They have a mic from Zoom now. Ones who made that.
I know which one you're talking about.
It's a shotgun mic that plugs into a little cube about that big, a recorder that takes a micro SD thing. All you have to do, turn on the recorder, hit record. There's no wires, no nothing. It records right to the base of it.
And it's good quality?
Yeah. And I want one of those. And you do one of those, just run out with a camera and be like, all right, here, take the recorder. One person on camera, one person on audio. No wires to speak of. That's the dream right there. I want one of those. I may get one next year, and hopefully we actually shoot something with it. Let's see. Psychology time with Hey Killer Holmes. Yeah, it got deep earlier. Let's see. Has Jason been using Rogaine? You know, your hair doesn't. Your hair does look thicker than it used to.
Rogaine?
It's winter time.
That was James asking that. That's true. His coat is getting thicker for the winter.
What?
Your hair, for a while,
Was it really
Jason,
thinning that bad?
it was enough that you could see it was thinning years ago. I'm saying right now, I don't see it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't see it.
You're fine.
Everything's
fine.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Good for you,
I haven't
Jason.
been using Rogaine.
Don't be subconscious. It's okay.
Good for
I'm a
you.
little paranoid now.
Midlife crisis, anyone? Apparently it hits around the age of 30 now. No one has for me. I guess they started calling that a quarter life crisis.
Yeah, because I'm 37, so no, it started a long time ago.
Yeah, no, yeah. I could certainly be in the midst
I honestly
of one.
would say it was 35.
It makes sense with how quick things move these days. That about
35.
So, hey, I'm 34. Perfect timing for that midlife crisis.
I'm 35.
I
just buy 4K movies, so you could call that my life.
I don't have a 4K TV yet.
Yeah, I know.
I'd like to get one.
Chris Whitmer also asking, Russ, have you ever worked in TV like live sports or news, and would you ever want to? I would actually really like to. I got to a point, I got very close to working for WWE on 2 occasions.
Twice.
One of which would have been working on the live end, but I don't have the experience, and my everything I do is from like non-live things. Like, so I would love to do it. I feel like I could learn it really quick, and I feel like it's something that I would be good at.
Well, wasn't one of the gigs that you were really going for was the like doing all the behind the scenes stuff and editing
stuff for
the travel.
It was back in 2014. This is briefly before we had to move out and in with Christine's parents. So it was like, oh, maybe this will be the thing that saves things. It was the job was called Road Predator. Yeah. A producer editor.
That's a terrible name.
But it sounds kind of cool when you think of it like the movie Predator.
Yeah.
Not when you think of it the other way. Yeah.
Well, that's exactly how I'm thinking of it.
Yeah. But no, that was the job title, and I was so close. They were talking to me about expenses, what I would like whether I would want.
What do you need?
What's the nearest airport to use? We have that information. It was like, oh my god, this is gonna happen. I went through multiple interviews and stuff, and then it was the year that the WWE Network started, and it looked like it was going to happen, and then the earnings report came out, and the initial, even though now it does pretty well, and they made it sustainable, the early numbers on that network were not good, and it caused a bad financial thing, and they went into a total hiring freeze, got rid of that position entirely, didn't hire anyone for it.
Telling me about that.
And then last year. During the summer, before I started working for Sunday, I went out there to try and work for their gaming channel that one of their wrestlers does. Up, Down, Down. And I would have been an editor for that.
Up, Down, Down.
It's a great channel.
ABACABB, baby.
Mm-hmm. And it didn't happen. I got down, there was it was like 125 people or so were up for the job. It came down to 3, and I was one of them, and I didn't get it. I think because I didn't live close enough. Because that one I'd actually have to commute or move to Connecticut for.
Yeah.
Came close. Oh well. Still, that was pretty fun. That one I actually got to go to the headquarters and see it in person. It was really cool. Let's see. What's my favorite game of 2018? Red Dead Redemption 2 or God of War, probably. Either one. I assume. Well, you don't play games.
Crossy Road
and Tuck.
Unfortunately, we went from Black Ops 4 back down to World War II. Because Black Ops 4 is fucking horrible.
I enjoyed Blackout mode. That's about it.
You know what?
I didn't like the multiplayer.
I never gave Blackout a shot because I've always loved the Call of Duty series. There were a couple of games in the series that just were like Ghosts was really fucking bad, but All the other ones, I always gave it a shot. I was always the last person within my group that would always play. Yeah. And I would be like, man, you guys, maybe you guys are getting older and your reflexes aren't as good. And it's like, I seem to be doing okay. But Black Ops 4, that was it for me. I gave it as much of a shot as I could. Yeah. Cool concepts about the game, but the multiplayer was just fucking stupid. But World War II is great.
Nathan Sample Games, can we please have a Russell and Jason Let's Play series? Funny, there was a time where we actually, before the technology was out there to more easily record it, we tried to do that.
6-7 years ago.
When did you first move into where you currently live?
6-7 years ago.
going on 6 years. It'll be 6
so that would be because it was right after you moved into the new place. We tried recording, but there was no good setup at the time. Now that Elgato makes like everything you need to do a full production. If you ever want, if I'm ever over at your place, we can do a Let's Play on. I mean, it wouldn't be a Let's Play. It'd be a stream.
I don't have a game console anymore.
I'll bring something.
Oh yeah, I don't have a game.
But we if you ever want to stream on my Twitch channel together.
Ew, what is that wet stuff there? What the hell's that about?
It's not this. Water bottle's not wet.
Ew.
Are you leaking?
No. What the fuck is that? It's like a spit stain.
Somebody fucking
Maybe
drools.
you spit. Maybe in all of your wild craziness.
I control my lips. No problem.
I see.
Take your sleeve and wipe it down.
It's not mine. I'm not touching that.
How do you know it's not yours?
I don't even care if it's not mine. Look at that.
I would have known.
That's how you do it.
I would have known.
But yeah, I'll bring my console over.
It on my chair.
No.
We have to. Yeah, when all the kids are better.
We'll do it. Well, and we'll at least stream on my channel.
Stop waiting for the chat.
Because you were, you were
I'm
funny.
Gonna be a great parent.
You do not want to get sick with this hooky dookie disease, whatever the hell this shit is.
Something called the cold. I don't know.
It's cold, man.
No, it's
I wasn't very cold. Well, I had the cold. There's my Jason for you. That's something you went to.
Weird Michael Jackson impression. That
oh my god! You do a Michael Jackson hee when you laugh.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Uh-oh.
No, you just said it.
I'm just going to remember that for the future. Best production... oh, wait. Where's the question of it? I think it was Chris asking... Oh, okay. Well, your favorite production or project you ever worked on? To each of us and people in chat.
You want to go first?
I'm trying to think.
I think...
I can go first.
Yeah?
I think my favorite video that we did together... was Poorly Timed Apocalypse.
That was fun.
I think that was the most fun that I ever had with you guys doing a video.
Do we have that anywhere online? I think that may have only been on Vimeo. I can't remember if I ever put it up on YouTube.
Out there.
I have a copy of it on my computer, and I also have the blooper reel, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And also Challenge Time. I think
Challenge Time
and Poorly Timed Apocalypse were the two greatest things that we ever did.
If we're talking about, like... Hour shoots, because I would say normally I'd say Angel of the City was just that week was so fun for me. But if it was like our old videos out of those, it would be probably the Break Free video.
Yeah, Break Free.
That was a good time.
And Long Live the King.
Long Live the King.
That was a lot of fun. That was funny. And then remember
hey, Happy New Year 2009 for that matter.
The milk spurting out of your mouth. That was really funny.
You guys want to get together between now and the next show? Not to do a show, but to shoot a sequel that we can get up in time for the 10-year anniversary of Happy New Year 2009?
Maybe.
Get Chad involved?
Yeah. Oh, he has? Yeah, 100%.
You still have that tie and that outfit?
Wasn't that?
I think
was it one of yours?
It was like my father's from like...
Is it
like
still here? Does it still exist?
I don't think so.
Shit. Because I had an idea.
I still have the robe.
I had an idea where it would just start on me just sitting there like, huh? And then everything would play out exactly the same way. But then it eventually goes in a different direction. I won't say that on the air. I'm just saying at least from the start. Everything just sort of happens to say everybody's just like, and I'm just like, huh? And then it goes from there. But the whole ending is, the way it all goes is very different. But I wouldn't say. I'll tell you when we go out to eat. Let me just make sure.
Plug my show, and then we're going to talk about our plans for the future.
I didn't ask.
Did you want to hear what happened today? I'll tell you briefly at my daughter's school.
Sure. Actually, yeah.
I didn't.
What did you write to us?
What my favorite?
Oh yeah. What is your favorite?
I don't know. Actually,
just say the Angel of the City shoot.
Well, no. I thought the Break Free video was probably the most You know what? All of those videos around that time period, because it was like you had the idea, and then we always it was the same formula. Okay, we have this idea. Let's just do this, and then it would just spring. Long Live the King to me was probably for that time period one of the best videos we ever did.
It is.
It made to me. Every time somebody sees it, I watch Long Live the King. I said, yeah, that was like our Don't Do Drug campaign.
Yeah.
See, kind of a thing, even though it had nothing to do with that.
You know what made that work from a standpoint of who was involved? Like, seriously, like, and it's why it kills me that Brian had as many issues as he had in his life. Because when you took Chad's just general good at coming up with crazy ideas, like these crazy ideas that Brian could then take that, find an angle on it that made it clever on top of being crazy. And then I was always good at wrangling the two of them, either separately or together, and getting it out there. That's why when we initially started making videos, it was me, Chad, and Brian, because it was a great combination. When we lost Brian to his fucking life problems, we lost that side of it, at least for the time, because he was Brian was the one who played the creepy old guy in it. Or no, that's a different video. He played the one that has the pills.
That was Long Live the King.
Happy Birthday, Russ. That one. Remember that one?
Yes, Russell's, he was the creepy old man in that.
Yeah, that was funny too.
He was when he was not all fucked up.
I remember it.
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
He once pitched me his entire novel, that 1,000-page novel he's been writing forever, and he told me, I'm like, that's fucking great. That's Game of Thrones level good. If only he could have kept his shit together.
I remember almost throwing up blood when the ending of Challenge Time.
Oh,
where it was like, what the hell was it? Chad said something. It's like, I told you we can't do this. And then the thing freeze frames on your face, and the screen turns red, and it's like...
Oh my god, I have to watch it again. It's been too long.
Oh god! I laughed so hard I thought I was going to throw up blood.
For people who have come in, I am just now getting down to the fish comments and passing by them.
Yeah, what were people saying during that thing? That went off.
Well, I told you a bunch of them. Yeah. Let's see.
Children's book.
Russ, have you heard about the deity mics? They're supposedly comparable to... No, I haven't. I'll have to look those up. And then maybe I'll talk about them on the next episode. Just gotta hear about it. I don't hear about as much things as I used to. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Control your bodily function, Jason, was said by Horror Beauty Effects. The tears of Bobby's fishy family, says Nathan Sample. That just sounds like something that would be on a Cards Against Humanity card.
Oh my god.
Jason reacts to Two Girls, One Cup. Yes. Best reaction to that video, I think,
That's
on the
true.
internet.
That was,
That's from James.
Insanely funny.
Yeah.
And then Chad's eating Doritos in the back.
Actually, I want to go back to that. Break Free was probably the best shooting.
Mm-hmm.
That was
I wasn't
so
around
fun.
for that. That was before me.
That
was BJ before Jason.
No, that was during. That was just we all got together. We had no equipment.
Yeah.
We had Abby's laptop. We had we had Davey.
Yeah. That's what we used to call the old camera.
Yeah, that was the old camera. The
really
fucking
small
camera
one.
that was
that's
the
the one
size
I
of my
picked up
palm.
for less than $200 one time because we needed an extra camera at Circuit City.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's how old that one was.
We had Davey. We had my sister's laptop. Davey was being recorded. It was being powered because the battery was dead. We didn't have the charger.
Yeah.
And we're walking with the laptop in the bathroom. The cord was like this long. And we're sitting there I just remember the shower scene.
That was hilarious.
I'm holding the laptop. No, I was actually filming with the camcorder. Christine and Abby are holding on to the laptop and the wire. And you guys are just trying to get in the shower alone. I did all the camera work on that too, by the way.
That's funny.
We
my zoom in of the creepy fingers on the shower curtain.
With all of us, we also got the Blind Panda guys. We got Rich, Jib, and Keith. We could definitely start shooting stuff again. Just if we picked a day and we're like, let's get together on this day and shoot a video.
We could do that.
It would be nice. Maybe once a month or something we could try and get together. Since we have that other location you've mentioned. The one up...
Oh, my father's place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's see. Are those Hey Killer, Immortal Dog, or Indie Mogul things you're talking about? A lot of these videos now, because Chad and I took over the old Immortal Dog channel. A lot of the videos went unlisted, but many of the things we're talking about are on the old Immortal Dog channel, which is now youtube.com/ChadandRuss. If you go to the playlist section of the channel, there's a playlist somewhere in there that's called like Old School Immortal Dog or something like that. Yeah. That has a playlist that has all the videos that we did from those times.
Does?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have the first few years.
No, I know that.
But it has everything we did from like 2008 on. So if you want to see most of these, yeah, youtube.com/ChadandRuss, playlist section, Immortal Dog videos.
I just love how the Break Free video hasn't gotten flagged for anything.
Nope.
I love
It's probably been grandfathered in somehow because that's early.
No, it was. But didn't somebody like from the record label?
Oh, they approved it back then, yeah.
Yeah, no, that was it. I remember you were like, you're not going to believe what just happened.
The implication from the email I got was that they looked at it, actually watched it, and went, all right. So, and that was crazy in like 2009. I think that's when that was.
Yeah.
When we uploaded it there.
Yeah, because I remember that was like the beginning of now you can't put anything that's copyrighted.
Yeah. Abir Hassan asks, yo, you're Sunday's editor, right? That's me. And today, Sunday hit 10 million subscribers.
Woo!
It was a major day, Jason.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Why hasn't Tuck aged? You know, you're right. You have looked exactly the same.
I do. I put on some belly, but
only thing that changes is this, whether you have a mustache or not over the years.
Yeah, kind of.
That's it.
I've just been sporting the full beard lately. It used to just be the chin. And
is it true what they say? Tuck don't crack. Tuck don't crack.
Tuck don't crack.
That's right.
I don't change at all.
Everyone I don't look that different, do I?
Everyone always asks.
My hair is fuller now, according to James.
We look. You and I we've aged. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You think? I still get carded everywhere. I get carded in the liquor store. Can I see your license?
Well, when you're baby faced, you look, when you clean shave, you have like a baby face.
Oh, well, that's not a bad thing when you're getting older.
True.
You want to look youthful.
But right now, I wouldn't card you.
Oh, because of the facial hair being this color? What's the matter?
Seeing if there's any grays.
Oh, I got grays.
A handful. Yeah, you got some.
I got grays.
Handful.
Yeah,
at least once, sometimes once or twice every week or two. I get a nice, like, I literally wake up and there's like one that's like longer, and I was like, ooh, tweezer. Pink, it hurts.
Yeah, I had a 6 mile long ear hair. It was this gray ear hair that just popped out. It could have like gone to the next room, gotten something to eat.
OMG, that was too.
This is a long ear hair.
James says, "OMG, that was too cute, Tuck. Why hasn't some girl snapped you up?"
It's probably my fault.
Yeah, you have to make an effort.
Well, yeah, because if you're sleeping during your days off, you're not going to meet anybody.
That's right. I've hit that point in my life where the lunch dates are a thing now.
Yeah, Husky saying, "Woohoo! Time to do your face reveal on Sunday Channel." Yeah, everybody started pushing this thing. When you hit 10 million, do a face reveal for your editor, because people do that.
Face reveal. What the hell are you talking about? You've never seen his face, really?
No, mine, on the channel.
Wait, your face has never been on the channel?
No.
Don't you have a little picture and the little with the wrench?
No.
Oh, it's a different thing I'm talking
about. Really? That's a thing?
No.
Why do people want that?
What are you talking about?
To see
the face reveal? Because it's just a thing, like they want to put a face to the name. Like a lot of big YouTubers have their editors and they mention them, so people will be like, oh, we want to see him. But then, like, so many people don't realize, like, my link's in his description. You could just go over here and see it. This area is, everybody.
Without giving anything away.
Sure.
Without giving anything away.
Yeah.
Should I see Creed in the theater or should I wait for video?
No, see it.
See it in the theater. We had that moment of the cheering moment that I will say I liked Creed 1 better.
Uh-huh.
It felt like a bigger event movie.
Yeah.
This felt like a middle of a series sequel.
Okay.
And I still really enjoyed it.
I will say one thing, which really isn't. It's
no spoilers.
It's no spoilers.
Do you hear me?
It's no spoilers.
No spoilers.
I was very disappointed. I understand why. This is just me being a Rocky fan. I was very disappointed in the soundtrack.
Oh, fair point.
That was the one thing.
That changed in Creed though, where it was less the old rock thing, and it's more like urban music, like hip hop or
but
R&B
at least,
in there.
but like in Creed 1, like at least I was getting into it when he was training.
True, but I think that's a filmmaking thing. Like that guy who made Ryan Coogler, who did Black Panther, and like he's good at that stuff.
Yeah, this one I felt
so
the
I
music.
should see it theatrically.
Yeah, I saw last week.
I'd like to get
the guy who played Drago's kid.
Yeah,
was great. Like I didn't expect it. I expected him to be like Drago in the first movie, which is just kind of mostly two-dimensional.
Yeah, must break you
till the end.
Yeah,
the Drago stuff.
His eyes, that kid's eye, like the one who not kid, but like the one who played his son's eyes, like they, very expressive. Made it work. I think if you had just gotten a guy who just looked like
him
inanimate machine. Yeah. But he had, and that guy's not an actor. He's just a fighter. Yeah, he had a great look for this.
No more.
Yeah. I will say that all the stuff with...
You will say. You keep saying.
All the stuff with Drago, awesome.
If anything, could have used more Drago.
The character arc, awesome.
Oh, okay.
So fucking good. And I have a feeling, I hope I'm wrong, it's just me being a fan, I'd like to see more in future movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it'll make money and they'll
well, Stallone said he's retiring as a...
I saw that the other day.
He ain't fucking retiring.
He says
he's
that?
gonna keep doing it.
But
as long as he's healthy...
As long as they don't kill him off. I can't deal
with
it.
No, I'm just saying for him. I mean, he's 70 years old. I mean, he looks... It's like if he were to walk in here, I would literally be like frozen up against the wall because he'd fucking kill me. Like, as long as he's healthy, let him keep doing it.
His justification... I mean, he's saying that now. It's kind of like when Daniel Craig was like, all right, I'm done with Bond movies. Yeah. Okay. But...
that's something else. I think Daniel Craig should be done. I think waiting
one
until
more
2020 is... No, I thought the last one ended fine. For his reign. I think they should get someone new. I really do.
Fair point.
Anyway, did you want to plug the show and then we'll...
Well, I want to real quick, guys, there's been 3 more episodes since the last time we went on of Jason's show.
Love the feedback.
We're going to play these.
I'm hungry, too.
I'm hungry, too. Where are you going to go eat? Well, we'll discuss that.
You guys don't like Fridays, so we'll probably end up at Applebee's.
This first one is a little longer. It's about a minute and a half. Well, you know what? I'll turn the mic back on during the credits.
Sure.
Episode 4 of... What's the show called? It's
just Allen
just that? Okay, I didn't know if there was
a
name for it. Okay, here it goes.
Okay. Pay the electric bill. What the hell's going on? What is that?
And I'm going to let these play because Jason put some
humor.
Great.
Yeah. Nathan Sample watched when you uploaded it. See, now you have an audience there.
That's very nice. Thank you.
I'll just let this play out. But so Jason.
Yeah.
Tell us about the movie.
I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you what happened. I came into work one day, and one of my staff says to me, "Oh, don't go in that office." I said, "Why?" She's like, "You'll scream." I said, "What's in there?" She said, "You'll see." I said, "Okay." So I walked in and I looked, and the reaction that I gave in the video was probably the reaction that I gave in real life at first.
When it fired a laser at you.
Well, so then I'm like, "Oh, this is an opportunity." So I just started filming the bug,
right?
Before it got away or anything like that. And I set the camera up on the picture that gets knocked over. I actually put the camera up on the picture frame, and I just left it there, the award that was hanging there. And I did my thing and everything else, and hammed it up for the camera. And then I got my other shots and everything else. And yeah, so then I put it together, and I'm like, this is kind of stupid and boring. There's nothing really funny in this. So then I said, well, what if a bug attacks back? So I went on YouTube and I found this random clip of a laser.
I love how you cropped it, or didn't, I should say. Like how you
I don't know how to use Premiere or After Effects, so
it makes it more fun. I imported the video clip of the laser beam, and then I turned down the opacity, I guess, on the background or whatever. I don't even know what I'm doing. You should just change it to screen.
I don't know how to do that.
I'll tell you. I'll show
You'll have to show me.
You know what? You ever are doing that? You want to know something? Just hit.
So the funniest part about it is when the box gets bigger, you can still see the halo of like the surrounding. But I think it added something to it.
I love that.
And then it just ended with that song, which that music library is fantastic. I always find stuff that fits with these videos.
And Compotech was like the original site for people to have music on YouTube.
Everything that I need.
Was that guy?
I always find perfect music to these videos.
Every time. He still has been making new music almost every day or almost like every other day for years.
So that was that video. That's that one.
Okay. Narwhal Devil has put the link there for Jason's channel, so everybody can go subscribe to it. Fraley has subscribed. And
thank you.
You can animate in Photoshop. We can't do AE. That's true. You have any After Effects experience?
No, I've never used it. I just have.
You want to do something?
Suite now, I just don't know how to use it anymore.
You want to do something and you don't want to just put it up like that? I like it as it is. But if you ever do want to know,
I think it adds charm that it looks stupid.
I have
definitely does.
Bren, you guys don't know, but like the one I used to work for Hike with will like multiple times a week will hit me up and we'll do screen share and I'll show them how something works. Episode 5. Now we're back to like a 30-second or so video. Here you go.
2 pizzas for $8.98, plus a free 8-piece order of Crazy Bread and a free 32-ounce Coke Classic. Enough food to make a family meal into a party.
Just enough time to invite you to join us the next time we play Card Sharks. Bye-bye for now. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
I thought it would go back. Okay, there we go. So, Jason.
Yes.
Episode 5 with this cat.
Yeah, it's a cat that my mother-in-law brought over for my son and daughter. And it plays the Christmas song, and it's annoying, and it's louder than fuck.
Do they just keep playing it over and over
again?
Yep.
So the one day, it was sitting there, and I said, oh, this would make a really funny video. So my son is seen in the video pressing the button. And it was funny, and the sound of the baby laughing was my son. We got him to laugh and put it over the soundtrack. But there's one glitch in the audio that just drives me crazy. He's laughing, and then all of a sudden it just stops, but it cuts off half, and I'm like, I didn't catch it when I was putting it together. Part of it is because I have a laptop the size of a Fisher-Price laptop, and I couldn't see the footage correctly and hear what I was doing because there was too much background noise. But otherwise, it was fine. And then there was obviously the nod to the old Little Caesars commercial with the conga line. And then the Card Sharks is the old show that I watched that you guys make fun of me on Game Show Network.
It's more that you always bring it up. You're just like, I'm watching Card Sharks, just so you know.
All right.
Let's see. Christmas Cat is as bad as Billy the Bass was in a say. Oh, God, I remember Billy Bass. I worked at Toys R Us when those first came out. They were everywhere.
Those were the greatest inventions of
They absolutely were. But, all right.
And then you can, upload different songs and everything to them as they evolved.
Episode 6. This will be the last one for today. If you remember, was it the first episode that had the kid in it?
Yes. The first episode had the kid.
What was it? You giving him, a job interview?
No, I was
a job review.
Bitching that he wasn't selling enough and his sales numbers were down and blah, blah, blah.
Well, he's back. And here you go.
Hey, John, thanks for coming in. I just want to say I'm extremely impressed. It's been 1 month since we talked, and I've definitely seen an increase in your sales. I mean, you're certainly looking the part now. I appreciate everything you're doing. You're doing a bang-up job. We had these brochures printed up recently, and I figure this would definitely help you out in the field, along with our water bottles and everything else. So just keep up the good work. Do you have any questions?
We have a limited number of brochures. Would you please not eat them?
Okay. I really like that.
So the genesis behind this whole thing is
okay.
the little boy in the video is someone who works for me's nephew. And when his mom comes in to clean our building, sometimes she brings him. So the first time, we put him in the chair and we were just joking around, and I said, oh, this might make a funny video. So that's how we started with that. A couple of weeks after, she brought him back, and this time he was all dressed up like that. And I said, oh, is this for the video, like another video? And she says, yeah, let's do another one. And I said, oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
So I'm filming it, and I'm like, how the hell am I going to do this? This is not going to be funny. Like, what's different? So we filmed this whole thing where you actually see me. I'm there. I more dialogue and everything else. So I go back, and I'm watching it, and I'm sitting there with the editing system, and I'm like, oh, this is stupid. I don't really want to do this. How the hell can I make it better? So the first part of my thought was, before in the other video, the twist was you see me talking to someone that you have no idea is a child, and then the camera cuts and it's him sitting there. So I said, all right, well, now the spin will be we see him first, but when you cut to me, it's going to be really stupid. So what can I do instead? So I'm walking around my office about to leave for the day, and I saw, because my bobblehead sits on my desk at work.
The bobbleheads I got for my groomsmen when I was getting married. Tuck's got his here.
So my bobblehead sits on my desk in my office where I work, which is where you see in the video. So it like a light bulb, like Tuck. You would have heard like the ding bell from the thing. I'm like, that's it. Because the funny part is you're expecting to see me sitting across from him. So I filmed the bobblehead and got a couple of different angles, and then did the thing with the brochure, which he was playing with the brochure, and I'm like, maybe I'll incorporate that somehow, and that's how we did it.
I think you should do more with the bobblehead. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, but
the cuts to it... No, the cuts to it
yeah,
were what made it. It reminded me... Do you remember when we watched that Japanese show, The Fukons? Yeah, that got a reaction, right? That's the mannequin family.
Yes!
All right.
That was the greatest fucking show.
When we wrap up, everybody should go to YouTube and type in Fuccons. It was a Japanese show called The Fukons that was done in English, and it was a family of mannequins. And in every shot you saw them,
it was the creepiest.
They would be in a different pose while like talking, like. But then the mannequin would be like the fun part of your cuts to the bobblehead. Where that every time it cut to it, like when it's like the brochures that we have, like you were always in a different.
Well, there was other footage I filmed. There was a small can of Coke, and I tried to make it look like the bobblehead drank, but it didn't look good at all. I didn't even bother with it. It's on the cutting room floor. But but now it's not going to be funny anymore because now the bobblehead's going to be. No, it's just a bobblehead.
Well, it could be argued that the Fukons was no longer funny by the time we got to the end of it. But you know what? It was always interesting. That's the thing. Finding a new way of doing it.
I want to film in a restaurant. I want to film the whole thing with the menu that I do with the menu.
Oh God.
As a short. But it would
wouldn't be short.
It would be funny to have the bobblehead sitting there, and the waitress comes over, and it's not me; it's a bobblehead. That would be really funny.
Russ could animate Jason into an actual bobblehead.
Probably. I want to tell you guys what the next video would be, but I don't want to spoil it. It's too funny.
Jason, can we get a green suit to put on you, except for your head, and then I can motion track your actual head onto the bobblehead?
Oh, that would be really funny. How would we do that though? I need a big green jacket.
No. They sell green bodysuits.
Okay, well you need it in like quadruple XL.
Okay. So we get a 4XL.
No, like 5 or 6XL.
5 or 6. What the biggest size?
The biggest
they have.
possible size.
And we'll put it on you except for your head.
Yeah.
And then we'll film you against a green screen backdrop.
Yeah.
And then we'll just we'll put your head into.
Fine. You want to know what
this is a good idea. Hang on. We got to do this.
Should I tell you about the next video or no?
No.
I want to be surprised. We'll see it on the next episode.
Okay. Yeah, I have to put it together.
Oh, Narwhal's got a link to the Fukons, the lady tutor. Yeah.
So what did everybody think about the...
They liked it. Cute, people are enjoying this.
That kid's gonna be a star.
It's nice. It's nice getting to watch these every
Well,
every
I don't get
when
feedback from anybody, so it's nice to see this.
Well,
occasionally, Ab wrote something on Instagram. He's like, don't stop making these.
Yeah, he's right.
And I'm like, why do you think I'm going to?
Nathan Sample was saying you could make laser frame by frame in Photoshop.
Whatever happened to Ab?
Moved to Pennsylvania, I believe.
Did he really? And he's married. I think he's got a kid.
Yeah, he does.
Did he really move?
Yeah.
I thought he was.
I thought he did. I could be wrong.
I thought he was.
It's been a while.
Bus driver anymore?
I don't know. To be honest.
Ab, if you're watching this,
yeah,
reach out. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah,
we're going to Quaker Steak and Lube.
What the hell you eat there?
Steak?
Lube.
Yeah, lube butter. Just what I need for the drive home.
It's good.
Shit my pants.
It makes it easier on the way out. Keep making them, Jason. They're great from Narwhal.
Yeah, but don't they have plastic chairs in that place?
No, we can sit.
You would rather go and eat on a plastic chair than fried eggs.
Actually, you know what I gotta tell you?
Free chips.
The bar seats at Quaker Steak is actually probably one of the better.
Why do you keep trying to get me to sit at a bar with you?
This
is like a common thread tonight.
It's not a common thread.
It's really aggravating.
No.
It's good for two
people.
people.
Plastic seat.
It's good for two people. When you get three people at a bar, it's annoying.
Well, the first thing you do, you look for the corner. That way you can have two people over here, one person over there.
If we can get a corner.
Oh, look what Narwhal wrote. Keep making them, Jason. They're great. Oh, you read that?
Yeah, to your face.
You did? Where the hell was I? I was talking to him about going to the bar.
That's right. Go to the
Quaker
bar.
Steak and Lube. You hear how that sounds?
Well, when you say it like that, anything sounds
Quaker
bad.
Steak and Lube. What else is around here?
Ruth's Chris. When you say it in that tone of voice.
That's good, though.
We're going to go to Lone Star.
Oh, my God.
Texas Roadhouse.
What about Outback? You like Outback? What about the Outback? You don't want the Outback?
Nathan, by the way, Nathan says, I'd still love to see them all cut together into one show. Once you have enough to put up as one long video, you should. Somewhere.
I recorded one the other night.
You said you have a few on the back burner, right?
Where's the...
Good.
I have at least 4 in the can.
All right, let's wrap this up, because I'm actually hungry.
I'm very hungry, too.
I am, too, but we have to decide what we're going to eat. Why don't we take a vote?
No, we're going there.
Friday.
Elon Feinstock says, oh my God, I'm late. We're almost done, Elon, but I'm so glad you could pop in briefly. We got to go eat, because we're
pop in. We've been on for like an hour and 40 minutes. Once again, we're giving free publicity, free entertainment for everybody.
Change
that and everything that we were going to talk about today, we didn't even talk about.
No, we did. Creed. We talked briefly about retooling the show.
I got up too fast.
And also, really, I think in
so
next show we
did. Lot of man? What did we,
no. I was thinking, Jason, of doing live maybe, and then using the recorder to also record it. Maybe you can then put it out as a podcast.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: I have to work on. Okay, this is another thing we'll talk about next week. Because it's what I wanted.
2 weeks.
It's what I 3
After
next show.
holiday.
Next show. There's one thing I did want to talk about tonight that we didn't. I want ideas from people for like graphics and stuff because I'm going to bring that Stream Deck over, have it so I could cue a new intro because I got to get a new intro. Cue any sound clips when you do your videos. I just hit a little button and they play. That sort of thing.
Oh, that'd be fun.
And I want to hook up the cam link and I want to use the DSLR. So, but I want idea. Think about it.
I wonder.
Comment on this video after the fact if you have any ideas for graphics, sound clips, anything.
I wonder how much it would cost to get the license to use the song "Robot Romp" as our theme song.
You look into that by all means.
I wonder how much they would charge for that.
You write the check.
A couple thousand. At least.
I am no longer the money man.
No, we got to talk.
I am no longer a money man.
What happened to that public domain thing? If you only use 4 seconds or something, I don't think it exists anymore.
That shit's long gone.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was fun.
Wait. I got to know who Horror Beauty Effects thinks Chad is. It says, "Damn, Chad, you're falling apart."
Chad's not here.
Who could it be? But yeah, I think I think it's time to get going.
Of course, they're naturally gonna pick me because everyone thinks me and Chad are the same person or at least related.
Yeah, you do look like you could be.
Yeah. Fat guys and beards, we all look alike.
Release the hype engine. We talked about fish and garbage disposals. That's true. That's a big part of it.
Well, I'll just leave you with how I completely mortified my daughter this morning.
Oh yeah, tell that.
She was at school. She was winning an award, so we go to the award show, and my wife and I are there. We're sitting in the back, and I'm making little comments and trying to break the ice. And
trying to break the ice.
Well, yeah. So at one point, one of the teachers
was
announced. And the name of the teacher is the name of one of the teachers sounded like a certain genitalia, and it was kind of funny.
I understand.
So which genitalia? Balls? Vag? Which one?
You were closer to the first one. So they announced this teacher's name, and I started laughing.
No.
Yeah. So anyway, and I'm now making little comments, which I'm whispering and being silly and giddy.
You're not doing your.
No, nothing like that. Thank goodness.
The wedding
then, like,
ruiner.
this lady in front of me was taking pictures, and I'm like, oh, she doesn't know how to use her camera properly. She should turn it horizontally and the whole thing. I should probably show her. And my wife is saying, shut the fuck up. Shh. Be quiet. You're embarrassing me. I just kept talking. So then at the end, I wanted to leave. I wanted us to leave early. So at the end, it turned out we were going to go take a picture with my daughter and everything else. So it was good we didn't leave. But I'm on the way in to go do this, and I'm waving, hey, honey, look at me, it's Daddy. And I trip over a whole row of like chairs, like metal chairs, and they all go like that real loud. And, you know, everybody's like, oh, God, are you all right? Like that kind of thing. And my wife was looking like she wanted to...
They're going to talk about you for years.
So after that, we did that, and we get in the car. So my wife is very pissed. She doesn't want to talk to me. So I'm like, it was fun. I was having a good time, and I actually had to write down exactly what she said so I don't forget it. And...
Your wife?
Yeah, what she said to me in the car. And I said, oh, I was just being playful. They didn't hear anything. She said, everybody heard everything you were saying. And I said, well, what makes you think that? I said, I was whispering. And she says, you're a 400-pound man. You can't whisper. So I cracked up and everything else.
Everybody guessing her name, by the way. Miss Testicles, Narwhal guests. Miss Dickley was Nathan Sample.
That's a good one. Miss Dickley.
Miss Dickley? You'll have to tell us her name.
I'll tell you after the show,
okay.
Because God forbid one of those instructors happens to tune in or something.
Right.
On some wacky, I don't know, some wacky time where they search something and they find something and they see something and they turn out to listen to, I don't know why, but to connect to the... All right. I can't talk anymore.
All right, guys.
Hungry. No plastic chairs. I don't want to go eat at a lube place.
No, we're going to the lube.
What the hell's at the lube? And don't tell me steak and lube.
Steak and lube.
There's not a comfortable chair. There's not good service.
There are boots. There's chairs. There are normal chairs.
No,
There's normal chairs.
Tables. They got tables.
They have plastic tables. You really don't like Red Robin? What happened there that was so upsetting?
I don't know. I think it's overrated. I don't like it.
Are you a critic tonight? You have to let's you just stroke my palate and figure this out. Like you really have to have it your way. What is this, Burger King?
Listen,
Foreskin.
I would rather.
That's from James.
I would rather go to Burger King than.
Come on! You're putting me on now.
No, I'm dead serious. I think they're overrated.
Oh my God! There's no winning with you. Fridays is really that bad. You get chips when you're a Stripes Club member. You really can't handle it. I'm supposed to get a free birthday dessert.
And what happened to your icy the last time we went? We
went to the wrong location.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware that the brick location didn't have it. Only the Tom's
bullshit.
River one did that. No, it's not bullshit. So in fact had it in Tom's River. Oh, you're still rolling?
Have a good night, everybody.
Christ.